It's slavery by a modern name. Young girls and women sold like commodities in the very streets we call home. It's called sex trafficking, when people are forced or coerced into the commercial sex trade against their will.
There's so many avenues, so many different ways girls get into it, but there's very few ways to get out.
Lisa Dugan works with the Hope House helping girls who were victims of sex trafficking. She says the average age of a girl who's forced into commercial sex is just 13. When Lisa was duped into trafficking, she was 18, but her victimization started long before that.
When I was young, like 5, I was molested by a neighbor, abused me and gave me a low self-worth, and it didn't really manifest itself till I became a teenager.
Dugan says she was an angry, rebellious, and insecure teen who one day met a man twice her age at a gas station who recognized her vulnerability.
One of the things that drew me in was that he had all these pretty girls around him that were dressed all nice and had all this pretty jewelry, and they were driving a nice car and having a lot of fun. And at best, I thought maybe he was some type of drug dealer. I had no idea he was a pimp.
She says this man showered her with gifts and affection, pretending to be her boyfriend, and in a matter of weeks whisked her away to Chicago, where for the first time she was drugged and sold for sex with an escort service. And when she called home, the man she thought was her boyfriend showed his true intent.
He heard me say the place that I was at, and he just came out irate and just started beating me, hitting me with a telephone, calling me all kinds of names, choking me, telling my mom he was going to kill me. So at that point, I just realized I couldn't live like this anymore.
Her promised dream of the fast life with fast cash quickly turned into a nightmare with no way out.
He started to take me to truck stops in Gary, Indiana. He took me to truck stops, and he would park his vehicle right outside the trucks. And he would watch me go in one truck, out in another, and out. And he would tell me, if you even think about jumping out one of those doors, I'm gonna kill you.
Lisa says her pimp beat her, stabbed her, even held her at gunpoint over and over again until she was submissive. And she says the $2,500 she bought in every night.
I didn't get any of it. I got a Nintendo 64 game and a hotel room and a whole bunch of heroin and some new clothes.
Her escape from her trafficker came when a street preacher reached out to help change her life. Now she's helping the girls who live here at the Hope House. They range between the ages of 12 and 18 and come from all over the country. Some of them were lured into sex slavery as runaways, others were kidnapped. Now, with the help of Dugan as their mentor and a safe place to call home, the girls finally have found a way out, a way to freedom.
God just did an amazing work in me, and he set me free, and I think it's awesome that I can see it already working in them. I'm at 15, 16 years old. They got a great life ahead of them. They're not gonna get fooled again.